Hey everybody, Brian here, Pitface Barbecue, and the Pitface Barbecue Whiskey Crew right here. I forget what episode we're on. I just did one earlier. You're probably looking at me saying, I recognize that outfit. Yeah, I did one where I was shivering cold and trying to drink coffee, and it didn't Christmas with the knot at all. And I figured, what the heck, while I'm miserable, let's knock another one out. Maybe I can find something that will get me in the holiday spirit. So, we're back with another one. We'll make these two separate videos, obviously, but yeah, we're gonna try something else today. See if we can't lift my Christmas spirit just a tad. You know the deal with Will at Christmas. Take a spirit, add the knot, see if it tastes kind of Christmassy. Today we have something that falls squarely in the budget bourbon category. This is Old Charter 8-year-old straight bourbon whiskey. This stuff, it's the same mash bill as things like Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, even George T. Stagg. So, I mean, it's basically a $1,000 bottle of whiskey that nobody is aware of that you can get for handle something like $25. I think I paid a couple bucks more than that, but you can get it for like 22, 23, 24 bucks, something like that. With any budget bourbon, there's obviously, you're giving up something. There's a reason there's a $60 bottle of bourbon and a $20 bottle of bourbon, or $60 for a 750 milliliter, and then like 25 bucks for a whole handle. There's something has to give, right? So what we're given here is it's 80 proof instead of 90 proof, which is fine. I have way too much barrel proof. I shouldn't say that. You can't have too much barrel proof. I have a lot of barrel proof, almost exclusively barrel and full proof and high proof stuff. You need something that's, a little milder every now and then. So this works. You get 80 proof. It's all the flavors are a little bit muted, but they're still the classic bourbon flavors: vanilla, oak, the caramel. But they're just short, and then the finish is like almost non-existent. You can't have a bourbon that doesn't have a little bit of sweetness to it. They all do to some degree. But on the inexpensive stuff, it tends to be like a bittersweet. So it's how much of the bitter is mixed with the sweet. In this case, a fair amount of bitterness. But it's actually good. I really don't mind drinking it straight. If you want something a little easier, put it over ice, maybe a splash of water. You're gonna knock the proof down even more, but still worth it. Whatever. We're not reviewing the bourbon by itself. We're here to find out if it will Christmas, and to do so, take in the knot. We're kicking up the proof pretty significantly. We got an 80 proof bourbon. We're gonna put a 100 proof knot in there. Here goes our boop. I need something to turn this frigid, grumpy, non-Christmas and coffee day around. Hopefully this is the ticket. So let's see. On the nose, a little bit. You might get sick of hearing it, but there's that ginger, the ginger spice, and maybe a hint of peppermint in there if I dig hard enough. It's more pleasant on the nose than the Old Charter is by itself, that's for sure. Well, it's more pleasant on the nose. That all changes when it hits your tongue, though. So I feel like the Old Charter gets away with that slight bit of bitterness because of the low proof. Now that we've kicked it up a little bit, the alcohol is starting to come through, and it's enhancing more of the bitter and less of the sweet. It tastes like, it's kind of like it's like drinking it through the cardboard tube on the inside of a wrapping paper or something. It's like wet cardboard. That's the bitterness you can kind of get away with when it just tastes almost a little bit dusty. But now that it's actually like wet cardboard, the thing is, it's like close because the knot is still doing something to it. I do get some of the festiveness that the knot tries so hard to impart. Um, like the cinnamon stick. It's a little bit of the candy cane. But I mean, you kind of want some fresh gingerbread cookies, and instead you're eating the roof off of a 8-day-old gingerbread house. Imagine making a hot toddy, but like the holiday variety. So you got your cider, your cinnamon stick, maybe a little lemon juice in there. You decide to bump up the sweetness a little bit, so a little simple syrup perhaps. You can dust it with, a little nutmeg or whatnot. Even add a little mint leaf or something to bring some, or hell, throw a peppermint candy in there. And you kind of have this holiday cocktail, this nice warm cocktail. And you're like, I bet this is going to be tasty. And then before you drink it, you put it in Santa's boot or something after delivering all his presents. And you do a shoey out of it with that cocktail. If you don't know what a shoey is, look up Daniel Ricciardo shoey. This is for the F1 fans out there. But it's like drinking this fabulous hot toddy, Christmas hot toddy, out of a boot. And all of the fun and joy and everything got ruined by it. I am 0 for 2. Actually, if you count both drinks from the coffee video, I'm 0 for 3 today. And I'm cold. And I got the heater blowing up my leg hole so I can cool off warm up the most important bits, and that's not doing the trick. This has been a rough day. Doesn't mean that the holiday spirit has left me altogether. It just means it hasn't been enhanced with what we've tried here. That's okay. We have let's see, what does this get me? Thursday. I think we have 2 episodes left after this. Gonna try to have a little fun for the Christmas episode. Have something in mind for Saturday, but we'll see if I can get away with it between you and I. It's something I'm not supposed to do based on a pact I have with a friend, but maybe I can get away with it. At any rate, I'm going to grab one of those Christmassy things from earlier in the season, use that to change what's happened here in these last couple glasses. Y'all continue to enjoy the rest of your holiday season. Stay in the spirit. We will see you on the next episode. Oh, wait a second. Did I even give a score for this one? I didn't give a score, did I? Y'all thought I was going to leave without giving a score. I remembered. Okay, so, we're going to go with 1 Santa boot. Now, screw it. Let's get both of Santa's boots. 3 overworked elves. They need to form a union. I'm telling you, they could fix some things. And, we're going to leave it at that. And I'm going to say this will not Christmas. Now we've made it official. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. 2 episodes left. I will pick the winner from the giveaway from last week on the Christmas episode, or at least announce the winner. Still time for people to get their entries in. If you haven't seen it, go find it. Put your response in. Get a chance to win some rub. Cheers all. Merry Christmas. Cat feet. It's just feet.